This isn't a typical story with a great plot. It was a small experience that I had, and it's my first time sharing something like this over the internet. Me and my sister were very young, and we had a full-time maid babysitting us because our parents were working. I was probably 9 and my sister was 6. The house helper was 40. So I have always been into such stories of the unknown, and I was a weird kid. Not surprised something like this happened. I was with my sister and the sitter, and we were all laying down. I was on the bed, my sister and the lady were on the floor mattress. We were chatting and singing songs, nothing related to ghosts, and suddenly we heard, in the center of our position, a loud clap. A very distinct and clear loud clap. And we were looking at each other, so we knew that it wasn't any of us. It was such an intimidating sound, like a clap made by someone with stiff hands. We looked at each other, as if asking about it, and none of us could understand what happened. My sister wanted to use the washroom, and that sitter insisted we shouldn't move. Anyhow, I convinced her. As we were sitting in the living room and the washroom was in another room, we had to go there. We formed a line and went in, and to our shock the washroom was locked from inside. Now we literally got terrified overthinking about every scenario possible, and more than a probability of a ghost, we thought there might be an intruder. It was an apartment, so we called our neighbors from the flat below. They broke into the washroom and called us to be at their place for a while. The lady never came back the next day because of how scared she was. That building was, in fact, creepy on its own. We were the only 2 families staying there, and the topmost floor was occupied by some college students. That house had a few weird incidences throughout our stay. I told my mom about it, and fortunately, she believed us. She had felt strange in that house too. We were staying there for 4 to 5 years already. In the beginning all the flats were occupied and everything was normal. And it happened only later when all the people left and we too were the only families staying there. We left that place too because we were feeling unsafe by the passing time. Though, few years later my dad changed that apartment into his office space and he never felt anything there. But, my sister and I still remember that it did happen. We got goosebumps talking about it once, so we avoid touching that.